I'm just sitting here in bed. It's like almost 8 a.m. or around 8 a.m. Time to get up, kind of read some of the stuff I read in the morning, sites, apps I use, whatever, check everything. I was just on Truth Social, and Space Force is mentioned by Entheos. Something like, God bless our space, or no, something like, our Space Force is truly awesome, or something. I forgot what he said. That's all he said. And remember, I told you the other day, I said, this very recently, Space Force has just taken control over all, Earth orbiting whatever satellites, at least US ones. Who made that call? Like, they just took control? How's that happen, right? Interesting. But we know, for whatever reason, Space Force is on our side. That branch of the government, military. So I'm just sitting here thinking for a second. It just pops in. The elections, the machines, we saw last time, so we know for sure. They showed us the route. They happened down here. Then the information went over to Germany via satellite. Then it went from there back over to here via satellite. And why wouldn't they just use the regular internet? Right? Wired internet, so to speak. Why was this stuff going into satellites as their form of traveling from one place to the other and counting it and then going back and giving us the tally and all this stuff? Strange to use satellites, huh? So we got McAfee and all this stuff constantly telling us, watch the water, also watch the sun. Hey, the sun's burping off solar flares. Hey, who really controls the sun? Hey, who really controls the moon? What's that about? And I'm thinking this morning, if the satellites are wiped out, the voting thing, the whole voting electronic thing ceases to exist. Because without the satellites, there goes their, part of the method that these machines used to, send the vote somewhere, tally them, send them back to this server, that server. For whatever reason, it went through the satellites. So if it doesn't go through the satellites, because the satellites are destroyed or been disabled by a giant solar flare or whatever, or at least we're told, that's the reason. Yeah, who knows if it's even going to happen, a real solar flare. All they have to do is convince you that one happened. They'll show some pictures from NASA of the sun burping off a flare. Look, it just happened over there. Look, here's our, just like they show you this crap in space. These astronauts supposed to be up in space and they're hanging onto each other's wires. The guy reaches over and grabs the freaking other guy's wire. Come on. And the lady with the freaking hairspray. Oh, I'm in space. My hair's floating. Yeah, okay. They'll just pull out some video, some nonsense. Look, the sun just burped off a solar flare. It's the biggest we've ever seen. It's going to be here in 8 hours. It's going to destroy stuff, And then it happens, and the satellites go down, and we have problems, of course. But it was a total good guy operation. And it was Space Force, let's say, that pressed the button. And then all of a sudden, again, November, midterms, the big elections are happening. Can't count this, can't do that. That's not working. This is so what happened? Who won? We don't know. Well, I guess we're gonna have to go back to paper ballots. I mean, the things don't work right now because of the satellite stuff. We got to go back to paper ballots. I mean, I don't know. I'm just having a little thought this morning, and it sounds kind of interesting. So let's see what happens.